Hello, entrepreneurs and business owners. You're welcome to the first official episode of the Business Conversations podcast, the revamped Business Conversations podcast, with me, your host, Duchess Osato. So, if you're wondering why it's revamped, what really happened, why don't you just refer to the pilot episode before this one and you would be caught up on what has been happening. So before I go into the topic of today, which you're probably already seen, I want to just quickly introduce myself. I'm Duchess Osato. I'm a business consultant and multipreneur. And I'm particularly committed to helping Nigerian solopreneurs build successful businesses. So I do this by putting on my educator's cape. I educate businesses on topics, business topics, and I share realistic ways that they can apply the lessons, the business lessons they learn in their everyday business operations. So if you haven't come across me before on social media, I encourage you to look out for me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. And the handle is at Duchess_Osato. And you'll be able to find me and all that I have been talking about so far. So, in addition to being a business consultant, I'm also a multipreneur that has been building and actively operating businesses in three different industries: the food industry, the fashion industry, and the graphic design industry. So I come in contact with business like on an everyday basis and use my wealth of experience to share knowledge with people as much as they need to learn, as much as their businesses also need to learn. So you're welcome to this podcast and I hope you find this very educative. So the topic of today is your business worthy of Ember money? It might seem like it's coming pretty late considering that the Ember month has started, the main Ember month, which is December. But it's good for us to still ask these questions because if we are able to answer them, it might just save us just before the month wraps up or give us an idea on what to do better next time. So when we are talking about Ember money, we are talking about the money that is flying around this period. There's lots of money in the fourth quarter of the year. People save from January all up to November to splurge in December, dirty December. I want to ball, I want to spend money, I want to run all the jaye movements. Yes, that's December for you. Okay. But for businesses, it's different because it's an opportunity for them to make money, to make so much money that is in circulation. But it's very possible that if you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, it's very, very possible for your business not to be worthy of Ember money. So there are just some questions that you would ask yourself in the course of this conversation that will make you know that, okay, this is why my business is not worthy of Ember money. So this topic will be taken in two parts so that we'll be able to assimilate and implement as required. All right. So the first part, which we're having today, we're going to be talking about three areas in your business that show whether your business is worthy of Ember money or not. So before you shout, the money is supposed to come to me, before you shout that I have paid my dues, I have done my due diligence, the money is supposed to be mine, you need to flip your business to the other direction and ask, if I were a customer, will I buy what I am selling for the price that I am calling? Will I buy what I'm selling for the price I'm calling? It's very easy for us to say XYZ about our products, about our services, but we rarely put ourselves in the positions of customers to be able to see from the customer's perspective if that solution we are claiming our businesses are bringing, our products or our services are bringing, if that solution is even worth the money that we are calling. So the first thing you need to do to assess whether your business is worthy of Ember money is to check from the customer's perspective. Become a customer and ask the question. And if you are honest with yourself, you'll get an honest answer. And if you're too shy to take that position, you can ask someone to give you their own feedback and be ready for whatever it is they are going to tell you. All right. So the next question, or rather the other thing you need to do that will make you answer the question of if your business is worthy of Ember money or not, is your position in the market. Now, as a product or service provider, when it comes to your market, your industry, when people need what it is that you bring to the table, are you the first person that is thought of? Oh, are you the 10th? Are you the 5th? Are you the 20th person? It's very important for you to know your position in the market, because if your position in the market is very low, the possibility of getting Ember money reduces. It's businesses that are firstly thought of whenever a challenge comes up and people are looking for that solution. The businesses they think of first, those are higher positioned in the market than yourself. Now, when we are talking about market, we're not just talking about, oh, the general industry. I'm specifically talking about the market you serve, the audience you serve, the customer base, your current customer base. You can be selling a product that is worthy to stand shoulder to shoulder with big brands, but because of your marketing budget, because of many other factors like your position in the market, you are unable to say, oh, I am top 10 or I'm top 20, or I can stand shoulder to shoulder with this particular industry giant. So when we're talking about your market, we're saying the people that currently know you, buy from you. When we look at the market where those people are, if those people need what it is you're selling, will they choose you first or they'll choose you last? Some businesses come as afterthoughts. Do they forget that you're existing, or they remember that you're still there? One of the ways you raise or drop your position in the market is by marketing aggressively. Do not run an online ad and go to sleep. Do not just do a few things, post a few pictures and go and chill. You have to be ready to market aggressively. Marketing is what takes many people from being number 20 to being number 15, number 10, and they might just be comfortable staying at number 5. But you have to market. If you do not market, people won't get to know you in that your customer base, and they would always choose another business over yours. Another question, or rather another aspect you need to look at to make you answer the question if your business is worthy of the Ember money, is your product or service presentation. How are your products or services presented to your customers? What do they look like? Okay, this is Ember season. Everybody needs flashy, pretty, attractive things. If the products you sell or the services you provide look tacky, people are not going to exchange their money for the solution you're claiming to have. Some of you have been using black nylon to tie your customers' goods from January till now. It's not bad if you just have a Christmas packaging to make it really look presentable. Oh, you don't really have that much budget for packaging, but there are lots of generic Christmas packaging out there in the market that you can use. You can use your regular packaging if you're using, oh, I'm using a courier bag or whatever, and you make it Christmas themed. Add some stickers here and there, put in some festive ribbons, things that make it look very Christmassy. The presentation is most important this season, because as much as people have lots of money to spend, they are not ready to waste it on what looks like a business that's not making the effort. So make the effort. That's why they're talking about this Ember season. You don't need to be doing a discount to have a Christmas themed flyer or have a Christmas themed outlook in your place of business. You do not need to be running a discount first before you do all the decorations and all the beautification of the festive season. Okay, so ensure that you present your business before your customers as that which should be looked at this season. The market belongs to the loudest voice. So if you have shouted enough, when people now come to meet you where you've been shouting, they should be able to see, they should be able to identify that, oh, this thing looks presentable, this service looks presentable. This entrepreneur has been able to do a great job in ensuring that their products or services are well presented this festive season. Wow, that's a thoughtful one. I am going to go with them. So that's what presentation is all about. So I'll be wrapping this at this point, and I'll be continuing part two in the next episode. I want you to look at these different aspects. The the perspective of the customer, put yourself in the customer's shoes. I want you to look at your position in the market. And I also want you to look at your product or service presentation and ask yourself, looking at these three areas, is my business worthy of Ember money?